talk to the family members that haven't voted or haven't voted always. This is the election. We're now going to go to the gentleman that will represent our candidate, Governor Loren Culp, Tim Eyman. It is a privilege to have you here, Tim. It is always a privilege to be around you. You're so dynamic. It is always a privilege to be in your presence. It is always a privilege for we minions to be close to you. Tim Eyman.
Hey all, thanks everybody for coming out. Let's hear it for Loren Culp. But let's just be fair. Let's hear from all the pro-Inslee people in the room.
I think we're at the right rally.
That's right. That's exactly where we're at. What are some words that you think of when you think of the name Jay Inslee? Throw them out. What words? Riley, what word do you think of when you think of our governor?
I think he is a snake. Wait, but that might be a little offensive to snakes.
So true, so true. I'm going to throw out some ages. This is Riley, by the way. Can we hear it for Riley? The job of every parent is to embarrass their children. Do it very effectively. I'm going to throw out some ages, and I want you to guess at her age. How many of you think she's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Riley, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
It is such an honor to be able to travel our state doing what I love to do with a woman that I absolutely adore, but we are here promoting Loren Culp. Of course, the challenge that we always have when it comes to Jay Inslee is trying to figure out what is that thing that pisses us off the most about the guy. Because there's just so many things that he does that is just darn stupid. And I don't know, I can't seem to think of something that he's done recently that just shows that level of stupidity that we have. These are maggot-free, by the way. They're more expensive. Oh, that one's still good. That one's still good. Throw that one in there. But seriously, I mean, I was born and raised in Yakima. That's Apple country. And we do things maybe different over there in Yakima. We don't give maggot-infested apples to people. It's not well received. So Inslee doesn't do it. But there's so many other things about Jay Inslee that is just infuriating. If you remember 8 years ago, he said, I promise I will never raise your taxes. I'll in fact veto any tax increases.
And here we are now.
And here we are now. It's been 8 years, and he raised taxes 33 times. 33! And how much of those tax increases cost the taxpayers? $52.1 billion. $52.1 billion is what it cost us for him lying to us. And he is now saying, as he's running for re-election, that, you know what, tax increases won't be my priority. Won't be my priority. So let's just say that's a loophole-ridden statement by a lawyer that says it's not my priority. For 33 times, he didn't veto a single tax increase, raised them $52.1 billion. Now, he ran for president, if we all remember that. It took $5 million of taxpayer money. And after $5 million and 6 months, we learned that how many percentage of the Democrats wanted to be president? Goose egg. Big goose egg. I don't think it should take $5 million to figure out that we didn't want him to be president, but that's what he did. But what really is hard to not take personally is our $30 tabs. $30 tabs. Now, we had an election last November, and we voted for the initiative, and we'll talk about that for a little bit, but shortly after the election, he ended up blocking that from taking effect. So we don't have $30 tabs. Riley, what did he say was the reason we're blocking?
He said the voters were confused.
Riley, what does the $30 tabs initiative do?
It gives the voters $30 car tabs.
My 12-year-old daughter is smarter than our governor.
Well, that is a low bar to clear.
It is a very low bar to clear. That's absolutely true. But think about that. He said voters were confused by an initiative about a dollar amount. I mean, it's not 31, it's not 29. Jay, it's that number in the middle. That's the one. So the thing that I love about Loren Culp is that if we vote for him in November, we will get our $30 tabs. We are so lucky to have Loren Culp on the November ballot. One of the things that I really admire about Loren Culp is his work ethic. I mean, he worked really hard prior to the primary, doing rallies all throughout the state. And what I'm really impressed with is he just kicked my butt. He just kicked the crap out of it. And I admire that. I want a winner. I want the guy that's going to kick Inslee's butt in November. But I do have to circle back to $30 tabs, because this is deeply personal to Riley and I. For 2 years, by the way, these things aren't going to eat themselves. Come on, somebody throw it out there. There you go. Maggot-free people, they're all maggot-free. That's the way we do it. One more with feeling. Come on, you got it this time. I will blow it. I don't know why I think that's funny. I just do, because it makes Inslee look even stupider. So maggots to the masses. I love it. So $30 tabs. Riley and I, for 2 years, worked on this initiative together. We went to rallies together, we went to all these fairs together, and we were collecting signatures. And I remember on election night, incredibly special night, she's standing next to me, as she is right now, and we don't know the outcome of the election yet. And I took her aside, and I said, Riley, the universe wouldn't be the way it would need to be unless you were here with me. Because Bob Ferguson is suing me and seeking a lifetime ban on my future political activity. And so I told her, this may end up being the last initiative I'm ever able to do. And without hesitation, after I said this moving statement, she said,
I'll carry it on.
So I quickly reminded her that she was 12. And that she still needed to go to Wazoo, and she was going to get her degree from there. But again, without hesitation, without pause, her response to that was,
I'll do it after.
it was really incredible. So here she is, we're next to each other, and we find out the outcome of the election. We get the results. And it was really amazing. And so the press threw out the number, you're going to win, 53-47. And we go like this. Now, what she did was a media stunt. She did a media stunt. And every newspaper showed a picture of the two of us with arms up through this thing. So I've been an activist for 22 years in the state of Washington. She's seen me to do some goofy, weird things for 12 years of her life, and here she was on her own, doing her own media stunt. A father has never been more proud. So let's just say the Eyman name will carry on well past me in the political arena. But it really was just a couple days later, after we have this amazing victory, the voters overwhelmingly voting for this initiative, Jay Inslee said the voters were confused, and that's why he blocked it. So everybody who walks up to me and says, why aren't my tabs $30? Eyman, where's our $30 tabs initiative? Eyman, why aren't my tabs $30? Eyman, what's wrong with my $30 tabs? Why isn't it 30? Who do we have to blame for that?
Jay Inslee.
Jay Inslee. So it's very, very important for all of us to know that all you have to do to get $30 tabs is simply vote for it one more time. And you're voting for $30 tabs in November by voting for Loren Culp. Another thing I really admire about Loren Culp, that's very impressive. Never in the entire time that he was the police chief of Republic did he ever send $1 billion to Nigeria. Never happened. Didn't happen during his entire reign. It's amazing that Inslee sets the bar that low. That's an amazing accomplishment for him. So as they throw crap at Loren Culp, a very good man, a veteran, somebody who served our country, when they throw crap at him, always remember that we can always say, at least he didn't send $1 billion to Nigeria. We will always have that in our back pocket at all times. But the other thing that I think we should all be very excited about Loren Culp is, as governor, he will open up the state of Washington again. This lockdown is insane. It is just insane. And with Inslee as our governor, every day is an adventure. Every new press conference is new rules. We get to find out new rules in the state of Washington that may only be good for that one day, but until the next press conference. My favorite was, of course, when he banned fishing and hunting in the state of Washington. You guys remember that at all? We have 50 states in the union, with one governor moronic enough to actually ban fishing and hunting in their state. Only Washington State did this. And I still remember how specific the rules were. He said, if you're sitting in a rowboat in the middle of a lake, alone with a hook in the water, COVID will attack you. But if you're in that rowboat, middle of the lake, alone, no hook in the water, you were safe. Riley, what time does COVID actually come out at bars?
10 p.m.
10 p.m., COVID comes out.
9:59 you're safe, and then 10:01 it attacks.
It is literally that smart of a virus that it's able to discern the time of day, whether or not you're sitting or standing, because if you're walking to your table, you have to mask up, but once you sit down, you're safe, because COVID knows that you're sitting right there. It also knows your political ideology, which is very impressive. One of the smartest IQs of any virus ever. Because if you're a rioter in Seattle, you are not susceptible to COVID. You do not have to wear a mask. You're fine. But if you're at a Loren Culp rally, they will bust your balls if you're not wearing a mask. And you will see that in every news story the following day. Never see it in a rioter story, but you always get it in a Loren Culp rally. Amazing under Jay Inslee, the cleverness that you have with this virus. Now, under Loren Culp, he understands this basic rule, that you need to have safety, but you have to have liberty, and you have to have a strong economy. You have to have all three legs of that stool. And under Loren Culp, you will have all three. He will keep us safe, but he will also guard our liberty, and he will keep this economy going, because you need to have all three in order to have a successful state.
Here, here.
And all around us, we have states that are illustrating exactly how stupid Inslee really is. You have Idaho, opened up. We just heard about Florida opening up. The South Dakota governor never shut down her state at all. And what she found was better compliance, better outcomes, and better safety, because she treated their citizens as adults. Amazing how that works. What happens when you have an arrogant, stupid governor that treats you like a child and says that you're heartless and selfish because you're only looking out for yourself when you try and open your small business? And all you're doing is saying, I see Walmart, I see Boeing, I see Amazon. If all the big corporations that just happen to be in Jay Inslee's stock portfolio are all able to open up, why can't small businesses do so as well? So let me just close with this, and I think it's very, very important. We're all here. It's a beautiful Saturday. We're all out. Let's just say we're not really that normal. We're like activists. We're all intense. We all support. How many people are voting for Loren Culp in November? Another maggot-free apple for the young lady right here. Don't get hit in the face. I'll get sued. Somebody's going to throw something at me. Maggot-free again. But it's very, very important that we need to go out and get the normal people, all the regular people that aren't at a Loren Culp rally, to come on board and join the Loren Culp train the way Riley and I have. And that means email. That means Facebook. That means doing everything you can to be able to promote him. The thing that I really admire about Loren Culp, he knows it's not just about him. He's building a tremendous team of people that are all working really, really hard. Chris Gergen, his campaign manager, all the people that we've met that have welcomed us into the campaign. But there's this one person on his team is really extraordinary. Every single day, this guy wakes up and comes up with new ideas that makes us want to vote for Loren Culp even more. What is the name of that supporter again, Riley?
Jay Inslee.
I can visualize the bumper stickers. Loren Culp. He's not Jay Inslee. That might be enough for a lot of people. Just remind them he's not Jay Inslee. He didn't send $1 billion to Nigeria. He did not raise your taxes 33 times, $52.1 billion. He will respect your $30 tabs. He will open up the state of Washington. He will bring back laughter and smiling and fun and enjoyment. And I don't know if you've seen the new rules on weddings now that Inslee recently put out, micromanaging how long you can dance with the bride. How many people are allowed, how long the event may last, but a Ruth Bader Ginsburg funeral can last for days. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. Loren Culp believes we are all essential.
But we know Inslee is non-essential.
I still remember one of these rallies, there's a plane flying up ahead. And it said, Inslee is non-essential on the banner behind it. It just cracked me up, I loved it. But as an aside though, there were these bumper stickers that I saw that says, my governor is an idiot. My governor's an idiot. And as I was running for governor, this young lady made an observation about that bumper sticker.
If my dad wins, it would still...
Farther distance, I want to see who can really get one. I want to see one guy in the back. You! Nice one! Nice one! It'll make the news if somebody gets hurt. Nice catch! Nice catch. No, I really want to say thank you very much for coming out tonight. It's just tremendous fun for me. The Loren Culp campaign could not have been more welcoming to us. We asked, is it possible for us to join the Culp train? And we are on the Culp team. And we're just honored to be able to go to these various events. We get to introduce them. And one of the things that I know about Riley, there was this one time I had to leave. And she had this private time with Loren. And I come back and she tells me later, do you remember what you said? embarrassing. June, I really like him. He's really, really nice. He talked to me like a normal person. That is just really fantastic. I just thought to myself, thank God, she didn't know him before she knew me, or else she would have thrown me overboard. But she did, and I've seen that. Loren Culp one-on-one with people is amazing. Every rally that you go to, he's the last person to leave. He will talk with everybody. I think that we're really lucky to be able to have him on the November ballot. He's really generated some tremendous excitement. We have a really, really good, amazing team of people, including the unofficial campaign manager, Jay Inslee himself, working every day to get Loren Culp elected. Every person that's excited about Loren Culp is going to be very excited about this team we also have on the ballot. We're trying to get everybody involved, so do everything you can to be able to help with the campaign. We are so grateful for this time and your indulgence with a little extra time, a little dad-daughter time. Really, really appreciate that. So thank you all very much.